What are you looking at this you got a couple days off, and then you got a lot of practice time this week. What are you guys kind of hoping to get out of this? It's a rare practice week for you guys.
I know, double off days are kind of tough to come around, but we just finished weights earlier. It'll be good to kind of it has been good. The last 2 lifts have been good to get back in there and be more strength focused and lift a little bit heavier, a little bit longer, and then just kind of focus on that, getting bodies right to go have a long postseason. And then with the scrimmages too, it'll be interesting to see how those go, because I've only heard of how they're going to go, and so it's kind of weird going from fall to then this long season, then like, oh, we're facing our own guys again. So that'll be a little bit weird to do, but it'll be fun, and we're definitely gonna make it fun too. Have like that home run derby one of the days too, and so it'll be definitely a good week to have some solid focus, but then also have some fun too.
I saw that Gavin went fishing. What did you do over the last couple of days? Did you get out and do some hunting or anything?
Didn't go fishing. Nothing really.
Just relax.
I actually did. I technically went bass fishing too. He definitely was a little higher level of fishing but I went out there for a couple hours at one of the bass ponds and went out with a couple of guys. And now Martin's been going, Bryce Hubbard's been going, even Arquette got out there, which was apparently he had a tough time picking up the fish apparently. But
one video of that.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the video yet, but I've heard it's pretty funny. It's definitely did that, and some little disc golf too, which kind of haven't gone in forever, but a couple of the guys have been doing it too, and I was like, I guess I'll go play, because I was pretty good freshman year, but haven't really played since then. So
who's the best on the team, disc golfer?
Ferg claims he's pretty good, but we went the other day, he was not very good. He said it was a bad day, but usually at the easier courses I do the best, just because I drive really far and my short game is pretty bad, but when I drive close it makes it a lot easier. So
you guys just go over here off 99?
So we've gone to the Willamette one, like right off the river. I think it's like Willamette Park, and then there's a one that's a little harder that we used to go to freshman year. We might try to go and see if we can handle that course, but it's been fun to do that a little bit and get out when it's nice like this. Yeah.
I mean, how much of you still wishes there were games this week, just because you've been so stinking hot at the plate and want to keep that going?
Well, I guess we'll see if we can do it against our own guys, and kind of it's always fun to do good against your own guys and kind of give them crap for it. But it's also been a blessing and a curse too. It's like, oh, we'll be in Arizona 110 playing doubleheaders right now. Like, I had a couple memories too. It's like we didn't have the best success there last year, so it wasn't the most fun going down there playing in that heat and doubleheaders and losing. And so it's exciting to not have to do that, but then it also was fun to do it in the past year. So you can look at it from whatever way, but I'm excited to kind of have this week, have a little more downtime, and then just focus on what we need to focus as a team, and then just also have a little bit more recovery as well.
What do you like about Eric in that Friday night role now that he's at the top of the rotation? What do you like that he brings?
It's exciting. He's been doing good. I definitely don't enjoy hitting off him, that's for sure. And so catching him and watching other guys kind of have to hit off him Friday, you just know he's going to go out there and shove and give us 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. And so it kind of depends. Bounce around with kind of bumping up to Thursday and then back to Friday. I don't know how his pitch count's been necessarily how high to where it hasn't gone as deep into games, but he almost got 6 last week, which is fun to see. And he's just even sitting there with breakfast too. He's ready to go.
What's the biggest maybe area of growth you've seen out of him from when he arrived here last year to right now?
Kind of just being able to do whatever he's kind of told to. Like last year, Sunday, got to start every Sunday basically, and then this year he started out of the pen, and it's probably tough to do that as like a freshman. Start every day, and the next year you come back, and then you're coming out of the pen. And so he did a really good job of that, and did his job well there. And if he was coming in the second inning, he did it. If he was coming in the 6th inning, he did it. And then now to have that starting role now, it's just that much easier for him to do it, because then he's felt like he's earned that too, to where he's has the confidence to go out there and give it what he's got.
Does he have as much movement as anybody? I mean, that sinker or whatever he throws is pretty.
He definitely, it's kind of a weird fastball. It's like kind of a lower slot to where it doesn't appear almost to some guys as firm and doesn't look like that, but then you get up, you're trying to hit it, and it jumps at you, and then he kind of has sometimes he sinks it a lot. Like there's been a couple balls where it's it's kind of tough too. He's supposed to be throwing a heater on one side of the plate, and then he throws like a sinker on the other side, because sometimes he has a slot a little bit lower on a certain pitch, and that takes it to make it take off, and it's tough to catch too. I think I've had a couple pass balls on it where it's I'm sitting banking over here, and it's what was that? And so it's definitely tough to hit, and so it's been fun kind of seeing him go out there and appreciate the fact that he's doing it against another team and I'm not facing him. So
on the flip side with Nelson, like how have you seen him kind of readjust to that sort of bullpen role that he was in last year? And it's been kind of all over the place for him this year in terms of starting bullpen, and he had the triceps injury. But how have you seen him kind of work through all that?
He's done good with it too, because it's always tough kind of having an injury, getting taken out of a game, and be like not sure what that is, and then have to build back up and not being able to fully trust it sometimes because it's like, oh, it's my arm. I don't want it to get worse, and then you go out and kind of recover, get it right, and then go do it. So he's done a really good job of that. Kind of after that series where he got hurt, and then he took the week off, and then he came back, started, and got it through some innings. But then it's always tough battling injury like that. Like even like I'm sure it's harder pitching with one like that, and even like hitting, it's a lot harder. Like I had one last year where it's like every swing kind of hurts, to where it's like you don't know if it's going to go to and relapse, and so. And then also just coming out of the pen again after starting for a while, he's done a really good job of that as well, coming out filling it up, because it's tough, especially when you're like, oh, I'm a starter this year, and then not be able to do that. Sometimes it's easy to kind of get down that road, like, oh, I want to start, and then not do as well out of the pen. But he's done his job for sure.
With Nelson tinkering with that curveball and wanting to add a cutter in there too, how much do you work with him on that kind of stuff, and how much of that is door? You know, what's kind of the adjustment for you as a catcher back there when the guy's adding something new?
It's easy adjustment for me. It's like if you're asking like it's tough to catch the new pitches, it's not much different for me, but it's just working with him and kind of giving the confidence and giving him feedback that I see. But a lot of it's coming from door with whatever that grip might be and kind of the release and the feel, because like I can have some stuff for him, but Door's the pitching guy, and so he's giving him the little tweaks and feels to be able to execute those pitches, and I'm giving him the feedback that whatever the shape may be or where his body's at and what I see, and then just giving him the confidence to go out there and rip it when he needs to in a game.
I feel like he's in a pretty good spot with it right now, the new pitch.
And so yeah, definitely. There was like one of the outings where he came out and it was like the day before, he said, oh, I'm throwing this pitch. I was like, really? All right. Well, and then he ended up going out there, and I think it was the curveball was really good too. And I was like, why didn't we been throwing this the whole time? Basically, like, it'd be nice to have that and the slider. And then the cutter was a lot shorter too that first day. But I remember the curveball. I'm like, why don't you just keep throwing that? Like,
was that Hawaii game?
Yes, it was the Hawaii. Like, he texted me, and then I don't think he ended up throwing on the second game, I think, right? Yeah, I thought he was gonna throw Friday. He was like telling me about it that day. I was like, oh, I'm throwing this, and I was like, okay. And then like talked to him like before that game and after that game, before he threw that next day, and it was just like sick. And he did that, and whatever I don't know how long when he started doing that, but it was just like I didn't even know about it. And so that was kind of like a little like surprise. But then he also executed and did well.
So you don't remember him ever throwing that even as a freshman when he got here?
He's played with a bunch of different pitches. Like, he's kind of like, even like a freshman, I don't remember what he came in with, but it's like there's some guys, it's like even like fall ball, you're like, oh, I'm throwing this two seam, and then he's like, oh, you go out there on the mound the next day or like the next week, he's like, oh yeah, we talked, we're not gonna throw that one anymore. It's like, so sometimes it's Door and them watching in the lab, like watching video and be like, oh, that pitch isn't, we don't even need that, or let's do this one instead. And so sometimes it's kind of funny because it's like I'm out there like in a game, like in a midweek, it's like this guy's throwing a new pitch, and I'm like, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm like, throw me a couple of warm-ups please so I can see it before our guy's on second base. And so yeah, pitchers are always doing something new.
With that home run derby coming up, who's your bet?
Probably Gavin. I know Gavin's competed in a lot of those too, and he's good at hitting homers, so there's definitely a skill to home run derbies. I've never really technically played in one, but I mean, I've hit a lot of baseballs before, so it's like, we'll see, because I don't know who's all in it. I know there's 6 of us, me, Talt, Reeder, Iva, Gav, and I don't know if I said Craig yet. So I think there's at least those 6. I'm not sure if there's more or not. We've barely heard a ton of how that's necessarily going to go, but it'll be fun, definitely. Hopefully we get a day where the ball's actually flying, not like cold day, wind blowing in, so that wouldn't be as much fun if there's like 2 homers in it. But yeah, you never know how Goss is playing, so